Hi there art friends, I'm Robin. I hope you've finished drawing your own book character and have created a simple storyline on your storyboard. So now we're ready for the next step to make your picture storybook, and that's to create our very own brightly coloured papers. Now in this lesson I'll show you how to use your pastels, your eco dyes and plenty of water to make some amazing effects. They'll be perfect for our book. Okay, ready for some fun? Good, let's get started. So let's just go back over what we're going to use. I've got my eco dyes here, a brush, some water and my pastels. Now you'll see I've got two containers of water, and one is to wash my brush and one is to put clean water onto my paper. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to use our oil pastels to create some designs on our paper and then put the dye over the top and to see what happens when the resist of the pastel and the food dye happens. Just one little reminder, our papers have to stay there to dry. So when you go to start your piece of work, find a spot that you don't have to move. So I've got some newspaper here, pop it on a plastic sheet, even take it outside, but you don't want to have to lift it up because it's going to be very, very messy and quite dribbly. So please find a spot where you can do your work and let it dry. Okay, and I found this spot here. I've got some newspaper there. So first of all, I'm going to do some designs with my oil pastels. I don't want it to be too complicated because this is just going to be a design for our character. I just want some simple marks. So first of all, I might just try some zigzags. I'm just going to, in this piece of paper, I think I'll just get 4 different ones. We need quite a lot of paper. If we're going to do the same character 4 times in our story, then we need to have the same paper for the 4 designs. It would look a little bit odd if our character had a zigzag pattern on the first page and the next page you had circles in the same spot. So we want to have what we call continuity. So the little character looks the same in each of the pictures, even though we're going to change how he looks and how he stands, but still needs to have that continuity of design. So I'm going to do some zigzags here. Maybe some blue and maybe purple. And I'm just going to continue doing little designs here. Now I might use my white. Now this is not going to be great on video because you're not going to be able to see it. So some little white spirals here, they're going to look nothing on the paper until we put the dye over it. So I'll do a few more of those. I like white pastel. It's a great thing to use on black paper and for things like this. So I've done a few little spirals here. Okay, so we've got zigzags, spirals. I think I might continue with those spirals and maybe do some little orange and blue spirals. And what about some leaf shapes? So we might be able to use that leaf shape design if we wanted to do a tree. So we've got 4 different designs that I've done with my oil pastel. So with our food dyes, I'm going to use maybe, okay, let's have a look. I'm going to use some blue onto this area down here. So you can see what happens. I've got the blue happening there. I'll wash my brush. I might pop in some yellow, so I might just put some yellow in there to create a gorgeous green. So a bit more blue, Mix it all together. And there we have a lovely new piece of paper that we can use for our collage. Rightio, let's try with some red on this one here. So I'm just going to be generous when you put your food dye on. Make sure it fills up all the edges. Washing my brush. Going to put some yellow in there. Oh, a bit more yellow. Scooping it in. Washing my brush. A bit more red. So now we've got 4 different pieces of paper that we can cut up later on. We're now going to make some paper where we're just concentrating on the colours themselves to give us a great area of interest rather than the pastel. In your art kit box you'll find you'll have a spray bottle, and I'm going to just prepare the paper here by just popping some water down there. That'll help the colours mix together. And I'm going to start off with the lighter colours first of all, just some areas of the lighter colour. And now some blues. Because the paper's wet, it's allowing for all these lovely sort of dispersion to happen. Put some red. You'll need to let that sit to dry. Don't move it. You don't want it to be all running off the page. You just want those colours to now just disperse with each other and create new areas. I'm loving all these little tiny blending lines here. Now if you wanted to, you can actually just add a little bit, some more interest, some little areas of darker colour. Or use your spray bottle to create more water, and that'll get the colours to mix a bit better. Right, now let's just sit that down, let's let it dry and see what happens. I hope you enjoyed that. I love playing with eco dyes. I just love seeing those colours mix up, and also what happens when you put the pastel down first and that resist on top. Now please let these dry. It might take a little while, so let them dry because we're going to use these for our book. Okay, see you soon.